That's me, and you might be wondering just how I got myself back into this position. Well, I decided to queue up for a game, and not just any game, mind you. I've owned this game for a year, and I still have not beaten Suicide Mission, the 7th difficulty. So today's the day that I beat all of the Suicide Mission quests. That being said, I was on something today, because I went in solo with very few stratagems, only 2 turrets, thinking that I needed a quasar laser, and I don't know, an airstrike, thinking that the cooldown was just long enough that I could do this on my own. I was wrong. Sorely wrong. So horribly wrong. Within literal seconds of bugs beginning to spawn, I throw my napalm and it ends up on the wrong side of the wall, so I hide from it to not die. But it's fine, don't worry. I've totally got this under control. I just got a quasar laser, right? Like, I can totally hold on to this. Well, at least that's what I thought, right? Look, not only did I grab the explosive barrel, but I fell over the edge trying to drop it on this side of the wall. Out of pure desperation and panic, I run to open the door, killing the bugs near, sprint to the opposite side, and listen for this.
Come on, close it.
Praying to the door to close. Thinking I was safe, which, by the way, I was never safe throughout this entire encounter, but I thought I was safe. It's fine, whatever, sure. I ran to the other door to protect it for a second because, you know, I'm one person trying to protect 2 doors. Kind of a problem. Right when I thought things were kind of under control, this big dude decides to spawn in. Now remember, I did have the quasar cannon, so I brought it out, one-shot him, called it good for the day. But look at all those little guys. They're breaking it down. I want you to take a guess as to what'll happen within the next 10 seconds. If you guessed that my other door would break down, then you would be extremely correct. Because again, I'm one person who tried to hold off 2 doors, and it was a stupid idea, a dumb mess. I don't know why I didn't call for help sooner. I'm dead now. However, I did learn from my punishment, right? I called in help and crossed my fingers and tried to stay alive while the rest of them were in loadout and dropping in slowly. Now, I think at this point, the game was just really trying to hammer this lesson in because we spawned on the outside of the map. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm supposed to protect the inside objective, you know, in the center of the map. That didn't happen. I had to run around the entire thing. Not just me, I guess the entire team had to run around the entire mountain to get to the center just to see that we failed. Just to recap, I failed defending the entire base on my own, called in a hope that maybe they could save me, realized they couldn't, and took the entire team that just spawned in into the chopper that also just spawned in. So it was successful. But I guess I must have bonded with 1 or 2 of these guys because I did have one person stay with me to restart the entire process going back into a defense loadout. We dropped in, crossed our fingers, and I immediately dropped an SOS beacon. I mean, I couldn't do anything quicker. I dropped it so fast. Now that being said, I was still hoping that somebody would spawn in. It's not a guarantee. It's like people have to select it and then maybe they'll join? I don't know. That being said, I was pretty bright to be a little bit scared. I don't know if you noticed, but B2 just left. I'm completely alone right now, still with the SOS beacon, in hoping that enough people will get in time to actually defend. Otherwise, it's just going to be a repeat of what you saw like a minute ago. In all honesty, I was kind of panicking. I grabbed this eagle cluster bomb, fell, whee! Slid across the ground, and then basically almost died. I got real close. Now that I actually had a team defending me, we were able to, you know, create this choke point and actually start holding them off. Now, mind you, I did a nominal amount of damage, but I wasn't really holding this together. It was this other guy behind me, W3, whoever he is. He had turrets on top of the respawn stuff, the resupplies. That was clutch. Absolutely clutch. I need to get that. Now I can see why people spend the upgrades on the ships and such, and, you know, being level 22 is, you know, pretty, terrible. I need to be like 100 and something. But before I knew it, we completed the entire objective. It was so easy after that point. We hopped up, and got the hell out of there. It was so quick. Now, before any of you ask, I did not riz my teammates. They consensually decided to join me into the next mission, which was fantastic. Granted, I didn't talk to them or do anything. I just clicked go to the next one, and they stayed, which was fantastic because I definitely needed their help. That being said, these little valve things took way too long to complete. I couldn't find the third one forever. This one, that took me forever to find. The jump cut was like 10 minutes. Look at everything happening around me, by the way. There's explosions everywhere I look, and all I'm trying to do is click a little button on this stupid little pad. Like, what the... It also happens to be one of my favorite parts about Helldivers, the fact that everything's exploding constantly. But next part was inside the middle of the city, which was so infested with bugs. There were so many in there. I don't know why, what happened, but look at that thing. A Biotitan in the center of the city. Now, it didn't take us long to put it down. I mean, long being like 30 shots from this thing, which don't underestimate the arc blaster. It can definitely kill your teammates, but it can also kill a lot of things. It's really good. Armed with my arc blaster, I ran up to the next objective, was to basically launch a nuke, and I found a portable hell bomb, which was a new addition, and I was extremely intrigued. So I heard a few things and seen a few TikToks on this portable hell bomb, but I have had yet to see one in game. So what do? I see a button and I press it, arming the hell bomb. He drops his backpack, I pick it up, and I book it for the high hills, thinking that I should save the people that I totally just set this bomb off on, even though I had samples on me. I don't know what I was thinking. I just grabbed it and ran, which this created an interesting dilemma. We were getting overrun by bugs, which
I got him!
A hell bomb 2000% would have helped. But instead, we just had to fend it off with the few guns that we had. And I didn't have my arc blaster because, you know, I died a few seconds ago. But look at all these bugs. I throw so many grenades just trying to hold them back, but it doesn't do anything. My teammates up here, it's just him and me. I don't know what W3 is doing. Our fourth guy left. I'm not too sure. We're sitting here shooting them, praying that maybe we'll have enough time just to click a single button on the terminal. But no, every moment that we had is just spent dodging bullets, dodging explosions, and not getting bitten by these stupid bugs because, oh my god, did they do so much damage. That was a little one, and it took out a quarter of my health. What the hell? And it was all just for this. Just so I could click that, watch the timer go. And I may be giving it a little bit of shit, but honestly, launching this thing is one of the coolest things you can do in this game. Because not only do you get to watch it take off, but you get to watch it drop and just absolutely explode in the distance. Check this out. I'm running away from the needle, and there it is. There's the big explosion. So cool. Michael Bay would be jealous to see that. But we had an interesting dilemma come up, that being that we only had 6 lives and we kept dying just trying to get out of the city. We got all of the objectives done. You see that in the top right? We just have to extract now. That being said, the extraction was on the other side of the city, which was infested with bugs still. So I spawn in everybody that decides to die. I run away from the tentacles that constantly threaten my life and book it through the center of the city the
I see a
minute
sample.
I see something.
It's on the
I also
ground.
go for the samples that are on the ground. There's this one, and then there's another one in like 10 feet or whatever that I snag because somebody else died with samples, and I was not about to leave without one simple
Going for
sample
these
on the
two.
ground because that was the one type that I was completely out of,
baby.
and it was holding me back from upgrading my stuff. So, however, after that, I was one step closer to completing all of Suicide Mission. It ended up being a lot easier than I thought. I did definitely needed help, but I was determined to get as many samples as possible in a shortest amount of time as possible and get out preferably alive so that we get more points. Booking it out of there, that's another mission complete, and so we're ready to move on to the third and final mission. Ooh, look, a progress bar. Yay! Final one. There's all the currency. Hop in immediately, and look, my face cam's up there. Isn't that great? Tell me if you like it. I thought it was kind of cool, but probably should have had it on this whole time. You know, One or the other. Oh my god. That Bile Titan I tried to shoot, but look. Boom. Yeah. That was that guy. That was really cool. Post Bile Explosion, we were running around just using my arc thrower to the most ability possible. There were so many waves out here. I was just shooting randomly. See those hit markers? I was hitting them. They were dying. But final was to get another communication uplink, which was just touching another panel, which a lot of what this game is just running, killing things, touching a panel, hoping it works, and then running to another panel until you extract. Yeah, I don't know. While we were clearing these bug holes, I saw a man fly. Not too sure how that happened, but he's 100% dead now. I felt so bad for him that I just spawned him in immediately. After clearing that bug hive and heading to the next point, we literally just had to evacuate these citizens, which was really easy. I think it was my teammates holding off the waves. I'm not too sure. But this was getting to be extremely complete, extremely quickly. I even used my orbital laser to kill this Bile Titan, which was super freaking cool. That thing kills so quickly, by the way. Like, this is one of the most OP stratagems out there. I use it every time. It's fantastic. It killed one, almost two Bile Titans and a full big armor Titan. It was crazy, but we jumped in, completing my entire objective for this video, which was suicide mission. And for those of you that didn't believe me, there's the progress. Thanks, Mom. I did it. Check it out. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Bye.